people here are the die-hard surfers. But I don't love the long days, or the Little League camps, or the weekend warriors. "Damn, Jay," Steve says as he gets out of the truck, his eyes wandering to the tendrils of my scar peeking out from under the left strap of my bathing suit. "You're bailing?" I grab my duffel and jump from the guard stand into the sand, and ignore the urge to remind him that the scar is nothing he hasn't seen all summer. "Dude, it's all you until sundown." Steve doesn't get the chance to say anything else. A clump of wet sand hits me in the leg, followed by a chorus of prepubescent male snickers. "Aw, Nick, how many times I gotta tell you not to throw stuff at chicks to get their attention?" Per usual, Kevin Collins, mediocre quarterback, star shortstop, and biggest man-whore of Eastview High School, stands surrounded by a half a dozen of his Little League campers. "Sorry, Janelle, but you know my man. He got no skills." He throws an arrogant smile at me because he knows he looks good enough without a shirt that most girls will forgive anything. But I'm not most girls. Instead, I turn to his best friend. A blush and a lazy smile on his face, he's swinging his hands together nervously. Tan skin, short black hair, almond eyes, washboard abs. If I were Elise, I might say Nick Matherson is so pretty, it hurts. Instead, I say, "Hey, happy last day of camp." His smile widens, and something in my chest flutters a little, like it always does when he directs that smile at me. "Thanks. They were punks today since, they knew they couldn't really get in trouble. I thought I might lose my mind, but I'm just glad it's over." I nod. He's already told me he doesn't think he'll coach or work camp again next year. "I brought you something," Nick says, reaching into the pocket of his board shorts and extending his loose fist to me. Only he doesn't open his hand. He just waits. "What is it?" I ask. He shrugs. "Come here and see." I take a hesitant step closer and reach out my hand. I'm not sure what he could bring me that would fit into his hand, but the fact that he thought of me when I wasn't around, enough to actually bring me something, makes me smile. When I touch his wrist to turn it over, his skin is warm. I feel a tingle run through my body as I use my other hand to open his fingers. And when I see, I can't help gasping a little. It's 100 times better than a piece of jewelry. It's a packet of lavender seeds. Something I've wanted. Something I mentioned to him just yesterday. The guy I bought them from said you can plant them in a planter, not like actually outside, if you don't want. Hopefully it will help your mom with those headaches, Nick says. "Nick, it's perfect. Thank you," I say with a smile, and I lean in to hug him. Instead, he drops his head, and our lips brush up against each other quickly before I pull back. I work here, after all, even if it is my last day for the summer. "I heard you had a rough save this morning," he says with a laugh. "2 grown men?" "It was just a rip current," I explain, a blush creeping into my face as I give a quick rundown of the incident. As I'm talking, I glance over Nick's shoulder and see Brooke Haslin giving me her scariest death glare. "But wait," Nick says. "Elise said both guys were, 3 bills easy." I had the rescue board with me. I swam out there, got them both on the board, and swam them parallel to the shore until we could get back in. It wasn't a big deal. "Whatever, Janelle," Kevin says as he throws an arm around my shoulder. "We know you're hiding crazy guns. Think you could take me?" He flexes his biceps, which would be impressive if he weren't so cocky. "Dude, get off her," Nick says as he pushes Kevin. It only takes 2 shoves before they're full-out wrestling and punching each other in the sand. Moments like this, I wonder if they share the same brain. Before the swarm of Little Leaguers rushes over to cheer them on, I start walking toward the parking lot. I still have to pick my brother up from his best friend's house and drop him off at water polo practice, then go home, shower, and change.